Hello, my beautiful Scorpios, and welcome to your November forecast, guys. Happy birthday. I know that was at the end of October, but this is our month, guys. So to me and to all of you out there, guys, happy birthday to us. I'm sure this is our favorite month of the year. You feel the energy switch, guys. We just had that very intense October with all those retrogrades and that pretty fiery full moon towards the end. So just make sure, Scorpio, that you're taking it a little slower this month, making sure that you're grounding, pacing yourself, breathing, doing that inner work. I really do feel like the month of November is really going to ask us to step into the spiritual tools that perhaps we've cultivated, whether it's that breath work, the pranayamas, the mudras, the meditations, the ceremony, whatever it is for you, grounding, really utilizing and standing in that power and standing in that wisdom this month. The energies in general are really requiring it of everybody. So just make sure you take those sea salt baths, you ground, you breathe, you pace yourselves this month, Scorpio. All right, now this is for Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising. So please be sure to check all three signs, guys. They all count, they all matter. And you really want to understand how the energy is affecting you as a whole. I do have my doggy in the background. So if you see movement, don't be alarmed. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much. If this serves you, if this resonates with you in some way, please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate it. And it really, really does help, guys. All right, my beautiful Scorpios, let's just take a moment, take a deep breath in. Any stress or anxiety, let's just exhale that out. Let's get started. Let's see what November has in store for us. Ooh, 1 second. All right, guys, let's get started here. And we'll flesh it out if we need to. So we have the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Wands, the 2 of Wands. Clarity, this card is the 3 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. The Knight of Swords, the Divine card. Then, the 7 of Cups, Clarity card is the 5 of Swords. The Change card, the 8 of Wands, Clarity card is the 5 of Coins. The Hangman, the Epiphany card, the Wands, and the Magician. I got a lot going on here, but I will go one by one, guys. So let's get started. First things first, 10 of Cups. There is going to be a huge focus on family. Now, this can be your partner and your fur baby, your kids. This could be, if you're single, this could be your parents, your siblings, or even friends you consider your family. It doesn't matter. This is really a big focus of harmony in the home. There's going to be a lot more energy here. You have the 10 of Wands because there might be some stressful aspects. So, for instance, you might have loved ones that need more help, need more support. You might be putting a little bit more energy to kind of helping maybe they have to run out of town for an emergency. You're taking care of the kids. You're doing this. You're doing that. You're making sure they have everything that they need. You're stepping it up in November when it comes to the family. And yeah, it can be a little exhausting. I'm not going to lie, Scorpio. But just make sure that you do not burn the candle at both ends. Make sure that you prioritize, and you can't do everything. You might want to, but you can't. So just make sure that you have that there. Now, you have single Scorpios out there and you're focusing a little bit more on career. If you are a single Scorpio, this is actually an incredible month to meet somebody. And when you have it with the 3 of Cups, you're going to be meeting them in a social event. This can be a party, a celebration of some form. It could be a networking event, a company party, or you're just out with your friends and family, but a very good opportunity to meet soulmates this month. Now, if you are in a committed relationship, you're going to notice you're going to have a lot more fun with your partner. And there is going to be a lot of positive conflict resolution. So if there's any kind of issues going on, really deepening the bond you have with your partner because you both recognize it's not about me or just you, it's about us together, focusing on our future, and we're going to kind of work together to overcome anything that comes up. So this is a wonderful time for partners. Maybe they're even stepping up and helping you with your family right now. So God bless those souls. We have the Knight of Swords, the Divine Guidance card, and the Change Your Life card. So you're going to recognize that you're going to be a little bit of a fast-paced month. You might be called upon to make some important decisions, guys. You might even be called upon to be that third objective part of the person that people come to this month for guidance. What do you think I should do? What do you think is the best course of action? Being other people's psychologists or counselors to some degree, trying to objectively to Scorpio. It's not biased, it's not personalized. doing your best to be of support in order to make decisions. Perhaps there's certain people in your family around you that are just not in the right mental or emotional space to make those decisions. And you might be the one like, all right, I got this. I'm making a decision, going this, pick this up, you drive this, boom, 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 boom. You got it, Scorpio. You have the change your life card with the hangman, and the 7 of cups. So, oh, and the 5 of swords. So a couple things. While on the surface, it looks like you have everything together and you're being very supportive of your family. Please, 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 with the 7 of cups and the 5 of swords, that doesn't mean that you're not affected. That doesn't mean that this puts you in a negative headspace, makes you unsure. Because on the front, everyone thinks, oh my gosh, Scorpio has it. They got it. I'm so happy that they're here. But when you close that door at night and you go to bed, you are feeling emotional. You are confused. What do I do? I'm not sure if I'm making the right decisions. Do your best, honey, to number one, cut any negative, critical, harmful self-talk, get out of that situation. And while you are supporting your family, when you have the 5 of swords, that doesn't mean that you are there to take any kind of verbal abuse or emotional abuse. Just because people are going through things and you can be supportive, make sure you have those boundaries, because you're not there to, like, while they're going through some stuff, understandable, but just make sure that if a certain situation or person doesn't serve you because of maybe it is their mental space, that you perhaps are not a licensed therapist or doctor, and to make sure that that is where they go to have that out, not on you. Okay, so just making sure, like I said, to prioritize yourself as well when it comes to family, friends, and close people this month. Now, change your life card and the hangman. Now, this situation is happening for its own reasons, but also for you, honey, because when you have it, the universe is trying to give you a perspective switch. You might see something going down and you might say, I don't want this. When this happens or this goes out, I want it to be different. I want it to be different for me, for my family. I want this generation to be different than the last generation. It's happening for a good reason. It's not so you can get more angry or frustrated. It's so you can be like, you know what? I have an opportunity to change something, whether it's a tradition, whether it's an addiction or a habit, whatever it is, you can change it. And when you have this, these are revelations. You can break free of these kinds of relationships or, generational issues. You're doing this so you can kind of change the game here. So how you move forward with yourself or with your children will be something that's either healthier or in what you might see as better. Okay, we have with the Knight of Wands, the 8 of Wands, the 4 of Coins, the Epiphany card. While toward the end of the month, you're going to start recognizing the lessons in some of these experiences this month, it's on you to start making those changes. So you're going to notice after you have these epiphanies, you're like, you know what? I'm going to have these conversations that are necessary. So you might have to have that conversation with a family member or a close person. Say, you know what? I love you, but this keeps happening every year and I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm done with this. And if you can't respect me, my family, how we do things now, doesn't matter how people used to do them, then I'm going to have this safe distance, because as much as I love you, I want to support you, I'm not going to enable this behavior, or I don't want to participate in this, or I want to do things differently, and that's fine. And I just don't resonate with this. So if we can't find a compromise, changing things up, and that's not easy. I mean, that's not easy, but it's something that has to be done. And Scorpio is kind of falling on you to do it. Of course, Scorpios are so good at cut and dry. Let's get it done here. Knight of Wands, 8 of Wands, you're on it. You're making these changes. You know what, your mom, dad, we're not going to do this. I love you. I'm going to take care of it. We're going to do it this way. We're not going to have these conversations. Then we're going to sit down and have it amicably, whatever that is. But important conversations are going to be had. Now, 4 of Coins, Epiphany card. People aren't going to want to change, Scorpio. So please just have that heads up. There's people that are not going to want to budge. They're going to want to do the same old, same old. It is not your job to convince them. With the Epiphany card, it is your job to be the spiritual teacher in this environment. For you to give objective, wise, sage advice and viewpoints, not to shove it down their throat. And if they resist, if they don't want to change, that's okay. Your job is to say, hey, you know what? We've all been through this and we all understand what this is. If I want this differently for myself, if that resonates with you, let's do this together. If it doesn't, I'll leave you be, because it's not your job, honey. The 9 of Wands, the Magician, while it is going to be an uphill battle, or at least feel like it, the 9 of Wands is like, stand your ground. It's not a tango. We're not doing 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. You stand your ground and you move forward. And while it might feel a little bit like an incline, you're making progress. You have the Magician card. Change will come. So don't be fooled by the initial resistance you see to your family dynamic, or the close ones. Because honestly, Scorpio, you are a blessing to your family, to whatever you kind of units you call your family. If you have the individual groups, you are a blessing, because you're the one who's going to do your best to switch the game, perhaps change these these generational habits, perhaps change how you relate or work, or make things lighter or better for the future generation. So you're just a pivotal aspect. And in some of the switch ups that are going to be happening this month. So much love and light and blessings to you. You have it. If you're being chosen to do this, it's because you have what it takes to do it, Scorpio. So I hope this serves you guys. Have a beautiful November. Happy birthday. And I will see you next month for next month's readings, guys. Take care.